Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on changing lanes. Now I will be wording this driving lesson and demonstrating the process for changing lanes in an attempt to help you if you're learning to drive. So this driving lesson is geared towards beginner drivers. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'm gonna drive on a somewhat main road. It's a main road with a lower than average speed limit, and I will be telling you and showing you the process for properly and safely and smoothly changing lanes and giving you a few simple tips towards the end of the video. All right, let's get right to it. So first and foremost, the first step in changing lanes is deciding that you want to change lanes. So you want to decide, are you going to change lanes to the right or to the left? Which one are you doing and why? There should be a reason for you changing lanes. You shouldn't simply change lanes because you want to, unless you're practicing because you're learning to drive, okay? So once you've decided, you are then going to activate your turn signal on the side that you're changing towards. So if I'm changing lanes to the right, I would activate my right turn signal. If I'm changing lanes to the left, I'm going to activate my left turn signal. It's pretty simple and straightforward, okay? Now, at this point, you've now let every driver and pedestrian around you know what you plan on doing by using your signal. That's why it's a huge deal. It's hugely important to use your signal. At this point, you're going to check your rear view mirror. You're also going to check your side mirror on the side that you're changing towards. So if you're changing lanes to the right, you're going to check your right side mirror. If you're changing lanes towards the left, you're going to check your left side mirror. And you're also going to check your side blind spot. Your right side blind spot or your left side blind spot. I'm going to do it right now. So I know I want to switch lanes to the left. I'm putting my left signal on. I'm checking my rear view mirror. I'm checking my left side mirror, my left blind spot. At this point, it's safe to change lanes. I know that it's safe. So I'm taking my steering wheel. I'm just maneuvering it a little bit to the left and then back to the right to straighten out. So once again, you're only going to change lanes when you know that it's safe to change lanes. That's why we do all of those safety things, all of those safety precautions. They're geared towards allowing you to know that it's safe to change lanes. If it's not safe to change lanes, don't do it. Just because you put your signal on doesn't give you the right to change lanes. Make sure that it's safe to do so before you actually change lanes. Now, once it's safe, you're going to take your steering wheel, just maneuver it slightly to the left or to the right, and then when you're in the new lane, you're going to straighten that wheel out. Now, that's the process for changing lanes. I'm going to give you a few quick tips as I change lanes a few more times. So the first tip is that your steering should be relatively smooth and subtle. I'm not making any sudden movements with the steering wheel. As you saw, I changed lanes right there. My steering was very smooth. Another quick tip, your lane changes should not be too gradual, but they shouldn't be too aggressive. Meaning I shouldn't change lanes and just, I shouldn't make it rough and just really change lanes really quickly, but I also shouldn't take a super long time to change lanes. So now I'm going to change lanes to the left. There's a car in front of me that's slowing down over here, so I'm going to make sure that I match up with the new lane over here. And that leads me to the last tip, which is your speed. When you change lanes, you should be maintaining your speed in the new lane. For the most part, you should try to avoid changing lanes when you're going to have to slow down or speed up as much as possible. The exception to this rule is if you are overtaking a car or passing a car. And at this point, if you're doing that, you're going to change lanes while maintaining the same speed, changing lanes. Then you're going to accelerate when you are already in that new lane to pass the car. So you're not accelerating or braking as you're changing lanes. The acceleration happens after you've already changed lanes safely. But that's basically it. If you're learning to drive, the process for changing lanes is actually very important to know how to do. Simply because with every single commute, with every time that you're driving your car, you're likely going to be changing lanes many times. And it's also, when you break it down, the nature of changing lanes can be a little bit dangerous, simply because you're traveling at a high rate of speed with this vehicle that is really heavy. It weighs several thousand pounds. And you're now moving it into a new lane of traffic with most likely with other cars around you. So when you break it down, the actual idea of changing lanes can be quite dangerous. But if you use all of these safety precautions, I'm not saying that to scare you, because if you use all of these safety precautions and you get the right process and procedure and you know how to do it properly and safely, you can make the process a really safe, smooth, and easygoing process. And the more that you do it, the more that you practice, the better that you'll be until you're able to change lanes easily and quickly with ease. And that's basically it. In this video, I've gone over the process for changing lanes. I've geared this driving lesson towards people that are learning to drive and beginner drivers. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.